I had a great stay at the Bright Morning Inn. It has Milo's restaurant, but now I'm heading out. I wanted to wait for sunlight, so we were road walking in kind of a busy area for a couple miles down to Thomas. Hopefully I've timed it so I can get a coffee down there at Tip Top Coffee. It's a great coffee shop, so we'll see. But it's a windy, cold morning, and it's a good way to start the day. So now I'm in Thomas. Behind me is the famous Purple Fiddle. They have live music here on the weekends. It is not a weekend, so I didn't get to see it. I'm gonna get a coffee and then head on down the trail. It's a super cool place, makes great coffee. This is a great way to start the day. Got some wind, got some cold, and then got in and got some good coffee and hanging out in a coffee shop for a little bit before I hit the trail again. When I was in town in Tip Top, there was another guy that had thru hiked. His trail name was Tingers, and it's always fun to meet. You know, if you're out backpacking, there's a bunch of people in the backpacking community, and they all have interesting stories and they have interesting perspectives. And it is a cool part of doing any of the backpacking, because when you come in, obviously they know that you're hiking, so they're going to ask you questions. But you can learn a lot talking to these people, and it's just really cool to be a part of, I don't know, such a large and thoughtful community. I just really enjoy that aspect of it, and you never know where you're going to meet these people at, or who's going to strike up a conversation, or what trails that they've done, or what gear they use. Just a really fun part of backpacking that I enjoy. Little just down the trail this is Cascade or Douglas Falls. This is Douglas Falls, right on the trail. You get right up, pretty cool. Nice little area. If it was hot out, I'd go for a swim, but pretty cold today. Well, the first time I went, missed a turn. I went down to Douglas Falls and checked it out, but then I kept walking this bike path, but the road actually goes up. I just missed the turn, so I got about a mile down, so that's a real bummer, but it is what it is. So I just got to interconnect up with this road and be on my way. But that's the first big turnaround I've had the whole trip. I just wasn't paying attention to my maps. I am back on track now. On the plus side, I got to see Douglas Falls, which is worth going down to go see. Beautiful. On the downside, I probably waste about a half an hour to an hour going the wrong way because I wasn't paying attention. It was just lost in thought. But now I'm back on track. I'm out at some viewpoint, but it's like a little side trail off this road that's not even marked. And you can see there's railing. I wonder if this was a really popular site at some point in time. But it's just like the trail into it's barely visible. It's kind of wild. I was just curious. It didn't look that far out. I thought, man, I think you can see out from there. So I don't know, pretty sweet view. Yeah, so here's a road and here's a little side trail that takes you down to that viewpoint. I mean, like I said, it's well worn, so I could tell a lot of people have been there, but there's like no markings or anything. And it's just a little side trail there. Ah, curious. Here, I think it's called the Bicentennial or something like that. But what a tremendous view. I got a little bit of time. Just take it. I'm at the Close Mountain Schoolhouse. This is on the map. It says I guess you can stay in the field in the back. There's a tree. I'm going to see if I can move out some of the pieces to get to some nice flat area, but this is home for me for the night, so I'm excited to be here. So I was let into the schoolhouse by a nice person from across the way that had the key. And check out the inside of this. Can you imagine the history in here? Look at it, set up like it's still set up like it would tomorrow. The kids are going to come in. This is the Vest family schoolhouse. It's just off the road. I set up my tent right behind it, but I didn't expect this. It's got all the old books and old pictures and stuff, and you know exactly the way it was. Probably, you know, as an education center. I mean, just check this out, man. Look. You got your coal heated furnace here. Super cool, just pieces of history. I don't know. I love this stuff, but I'm super glad that I got let in just to check it out and get it on video for you guys. But there is a really nice spot to pitch your tent right behind it, and I'm just glad I got to see it. It's been a good morning so far. I slept well. You can see the big windmills off in the background here, pretty cool. But I had a really good night here at the shelter. Make sure you pick up water before you get here. I didn't see a place to get it. Maybe I missed something, but I picked it up at the spring a little bit beforehand. But I'm going to be getting out with the sun. You see it's rising over. I never get, these sunrises never get old. So take down my tent, get on the road. Kind of a super cool little stop here. I didn't know this was here. It's like an old replica. I love this stuff. It's out of the Evans Mill. Just all along the trail, these like cool little historical things. How cool is that? Hanging out the Lance Ridge Community Center. I guess you can camp here. I'm not planning on staying here tonight. The shelter is just a few miles ahead, but I'm going to stop and then probably get something to eat and just hang out for a few minutes, getting some shade. I'm at the Rig shelter. It's kind of hard to, I mean, it's not super hard to get here, but you go off trail a little bit. You'll see a pond down. It's past the pond. So if you're going down towards the pond, you keep going it. And I found some blue blazes, made my way here. Just a little thing, not real big. I don't know. I think I'm going to hang out here for a little bit, but I feel really good. I've made excellent mileage today. So I'm thinking I might press on to the Rigger family shelter, which is close to Rollsburg. But I'm going to relax here for a few minutes before I decide what I'm going to do. If I do that, it'll cut a little bit off tomorrow's mileage. And so that's kind of where my head is I could shorten up tomorrow by lengthening today just a tad. And I've still got plenty of daylight and just make tomorrow just slightly easier and just stay in a different shelter. But I wanted to check this one out just because it was along the way. And I like seeing the shelter. Should get maybe 2-3 people in here, I'd say. Yeah, I took a little break, and I think I am going to move on a little bit and go check out the Rigger family shelter and see how that is. But it was nice to stop and check this one out, and I'm going to head downhill and get a little bit further in today. I am at the Rigger family shelter. It's a very nice shelter. It's got a full bench here. You can put your stuff on. It's got enough space for maybe 4 people just up from the river. So good water source. Just it's down a little bit of a hill, but no big deal. I'm going to hang out here. I'm still thinking about pressing even further. I feel good. If I go out for another hour or two, that'll clip off tomorrow. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Had a good night's stay at the shelter. I decided not to walk into Rollsburg last night, just relaxed. I had the food and everything I needed. Had a pretty good rest. I thought it was going to be noisier than it was, but I think one train came through. But, you know, worked out really well. I slept pretty good and going to hit the trail with the sun. Just finished the biggest climb I have left on my whole trip. So that's kind of wild. It's like weird to think I've really, after today, I got one night, one day out, and then I'm done. So everything's starting to get real. But yeah, just finished up the biggest climb I have left. I still have a few small climbs, but to know that was the last major super challenge going up a hill. It wasn't much of a super challenge, but it was a pretty decent climb. Anyways, just get to my head, I'm doing a lot of my last this, last that, as I'm coming out of the trail. So thought just crossed my mind of how real it's getting that I'm going to be done soon. This is interesting. Got two longhorn steer here I got to get by, and I don't want to get destroyed by a cow, so I'm going to take my time and try to go around here. It's kind of crazy. These things are huge. Here's more. Look at the size of this thing. Holy, that is huge. I mean, look at that. It's so crazy. Got to go around these ones too. Taking a little break in the shade, getting some snacks. This is the East Preston Lions Club little picnic table. It's on the far out map. It's a nice little stop. It's got a great view. You can see behind me here. So I thought this would be a good stop to get off my feet for a couple minutes and get some energy in my body. Albright Quick Stop has ice cream. So I got my ice cream cone. There's a little picnic area just behind there. So sit here with a beautiful view of the river. So I'm just eating my ice cream. I still got a mile and a half to go. I'm staying at the Friends of Cheat campground tonight. But not too far at all. And I don't know, I'm just gonna relax and eat this ice cream, enjoy the view. Made it into the Friends of Cheat campground. Nice little place by a little river here. I'm gonna set up. I got in really good today. I've just got 26 miles left. This will be my last night on the trail, so it's a little bittersweet, but nice place here, and glad I made it in for the day. I feel really good. Got my trail legs. It's amazing how the miles today just kind of went. So I'm going to get my tent set up and just settle in and relax. The grounds here are really pretty. The people here are really nice. And I'm just starting to get a little emotional just thinking about this being my last day out. I know I keep saying that, but I'm getting ready to eat my meal and I'm gonna look forward to getting home. But man, it's been beautiful. I couldn't have asked for better weather. I mean, just look at what's around me here. What a great end to this trip. What a great last day. And I'm gonna look forward to my last miles out tomorrow. heading out. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I am super light today. I got a long day ahead of me, about 26, 27 miles. But I'm finishing up my trip. Got out nice and early to give myself some extra time to really enjoy the miles today. And I don't know, I'm excited. It's my last day out, and I'm just gonna enjoy the miles in and finishing up the trip. So I'm hiking today along the Cheat River Canyon. I just came out of the Friends of Cheat campground. And this is an area that is whitewater rafted quite a bit. They have a festival every year at the Cheat River campground. So there's a lot of history down here about them reviving the river and revitalizing it after some mining runoff came, and you can read the signs that are here, but it is a super cool area. I'm gonna stay on this river for like about 10 miles today, 9 miles on an old railroad grade that just follows along this just fantastic and beautiful river. Just coming out of the Cheat River Canyon, heading up. It was about 10 miles or so. Really nice. You just kind of follow the river, and I really liked it. Some waterfalls along the way. But now I got a little bit of a climb, not a huge climb today, but I'm going to get it out of the way fairly early, get to the top of this hill. Super cool bridge here. I'm just beneath the getting water, stopping for a minute, checking out this beautiful river. Just taking a little bit of a break, but check this out. How cool is that? Big old stone bridge. The bridge is actually closed down unless you're hiking. You can't go across it in a car, but I don't know, this little area here is really pretty. I am at mile 300 on my marker, so that's a cool barrier to cross. I crossed 100, 200, now 300, and only 11.3 left to go. This is it. This is the last mile. I'm trucking today, and it feels really good. A little bit of incline, but man, 1 mile left. Woo! That is my family coming to pick me up. They just got ahead of me. Woo! Here it is. I'm coming in. This is the trail marking point. This is the kiosk, and the starting point is up here at the Fayette line. This is the Mason-Dixon line. I'm coming home. I believe this is it. I'm crossing over. Woo! I'm gonna run ahead just to make sure I cross that line. Gotta get off the map. Holy cow. Woo! I'm done. I can't believe it. I'm finished with the trail. My family's back there. I'm gonna turn around, head back to the kiosk, but I am finished with the trail. What a great feeling. Whew. Celebrating. I'm at the northern terminus. It's actually, I crossed about that sign. You saw me run it just a minute ago, but this is the kiosk. I've been thinking about this for a long time. I'm so glad I'm here. The most important thing is my family's here. I'm so excited to be home for my family. And I had a ton of fun on this trail, but I'm also fun. It's a lot of fun to come home. And I'm just, I had great weather. It's been a great experience. I'm gonna break it all down, but I'm gonna sign off. This is the end of this trip. Hey guys, if you liked the video you just saw, please subscribe, click the bell so you can get alerted for any new videos that I may do, and check the links below for any information I described in the video. I'll try to put as much there as possible. Thanks for watching.